He came to Britain from Barbados when he was 9 years old, more than 50 years ago. His father had a job in the post office. Michael married in Britain, had children, grandchildren, worked in education, thought he was British, until the government told him he didn't have the right documents. He lost his job as he fought for the right to stay here.
If I was deported, I didn't know what I would do. To take someone out and just throw them out, like if they had no worth, because that is what they're doing. You know, it's about worth, what you've produced and what you've done to help Britain be the better place than it was.
This is the arrival of more than 400 happy Jamaicans.
The so-called Windrush generation, named after a ship that carried the first arrivals from the Caribbean in 1948. Invited to Britain, given citizenship. It's many of the children who travelled with their parents who are now facing difficulties. Some have been caught out by strict new laws specifying documents they need to prove how long they've been here. This row could not have blown up at a more embarrassing time for the British government, the very week in which it hosts the Commonwealth Summit, in which it's busy emphasising its friendship with former colonies as it prepares to leave the EU. Ministers told Parliament they're trying to repair the damage with a special team to help the Windrush generation, a promise to resolve their cases quickly, free of charge, although the government isn't sure whether some people have already been deported in error.
Can she tell the House how many have been detained as prisoners in their own country? Can she tell the House how many have been denied health under the National Health Service? How many have denied pensions? How many have lost their job? This is a day of national shame.
Mr. Speaker, I share the honourable gentleman's admiration for the people who came here from the Caribbean and contributed so much to our society in many, many different ways, and that admiration remains in place. I am concerned that the Home Office has become too concerned with policy and strategy and sometimes lose sight of the individual.
But who was in charge of the Home Office when these new, stricter policies were being designed? Yes, today's Prime Minister, Theresa May. So, as the public outcry grows, there's now a political as well as moral imperative to treat the Windrush generation fairly.